I wouldn't be in HR if I didn't have an acronym that I was going to throw at you. All right? Here it is. KSA. You guys know what that is?
Knowledge, skills, and abilities.
It's knowledge, skills, and abilities, and Arby's talked about this before. Wow. So here we go. So we've got knowledge, skills, knowledge, skills, and abilities. Okay? This is what you're going to have them do as an employee. This is what the position does, right? Knowledge, skills, and abilities are what they bring to the table. What are they going to bring into your door? Now here's the fun part. If I need to hire a salesperson, they probably should have done sales before, right? So they should have sales skills, and they should have knowledge about how to sell. And knowledge of my industry would be fantastic, right? Or knowledge of my customers would be incredible, because they're going to be able to go in and talk to them about that. Knowledge and skills are trainable, okay? There is a baseline of knowledge and skills that you're going to want those people to have. Then you can train them from there. You are going to want them to have, wow, I need them to have a basic knowledge of computers. I need them to have a basic understanding of our industry. I need them to be an expert in sales techniques. I need them to be advanced in this. So you can decide not only what knowledge and skills do they need, what do they need to know and what can they do? What do they need to know is the knowledge, what can they do is the skills. What do they need to know and what can they do? But you also need to know at what level. Because you can train people. So you don't need to say they've got to be an expert and top of the food chain on all of these areas that I want them to know and be able to do. But they certainly need to hit this level. All right? I used to work for an ambulance service. And in the ambulance service, they needed to have a certification. They needed to have an understanding of what am I going to do if I'm on a car wreck? What am I going to do if somebody has a heart attack? They had to have that certification to be able to do it. Then we brought them in and increased their knowledge and skills by what we did, how we did it at our ambulance company. What do we have them do? This is how we stock our ambulances. This is how we, handle this particular type of call. And so they had the baseline, and then we gave them extra knowledge and skills. Abilities? What do you think abilities are? Maybe physical abilities. I'm sorry?
Multitask. Are they? How comfortable are they?
Exactly. Abilities are who they are. All right. Knowledge is what they know. Skills, what can they do? And abilities are who they are. When we go on a family vacation, we went on a family vacation to Disneyland last summer. And when we got to the park, we bought a grumpy pin. Okay? Little one of the 7 dwarfs, right? A grumpy pin. And whoever was grumpy had to wear the grumpy pin. Now, I have to say that it ended up on my lanyard more often than not. And I'm just going to say I was the keeper of the grumpy, okay? I don't think I was grumpy on the vacation. I think I was just the keeper of the grumpy. Some employees need to wear a grumpy pin, right?
Yes.
They have to have a grumpy pin on or they should, just to warn us. I mean, we should issue them at the door when they come in. Grumpy pin today? No, okay. Grumpy pin today? No, I'd like dopey, please. But what happens with the abilities is that somebody may be just overall generally grumpy. Somebody may be unhappy and may not really be well generally, but they interact with customers on an amazing level, or they interact with employees very, very well. So they may have the ability to switch their grumpy pin to a happy pin when they're interacting with customers and employees, even though they're grumpy generally. But what you're looking for is an ability. You're looking for, can they interact well with people? Do they have good interpersonal skills? Do they have good time management? I heard multitasking. Those kinds of skills all fit under that ability. Any questions so far?